I'm 40 years old. I've never been in love.
And are you happy?
Who's happy all the time?
A lot of people.
Oh my God, that's Aaron.
I like to keep things chill.
I can be chill. Look at this. So chill.
You met a guy?
I don't think I'm his type.
He's like gay Tom Brady.
I bet you guys are just scared of being vulnerable.
Are we dating? No.
Rose, rated R, only in theaters September 30th.
Be free.
Be mighty.
Be new.
Be better.
Be deep. Be free.
Be mighty.
Be new.
Be better.
Be deep.
Be not.
Be ready to be color stay.
For all skin.
For every life.
We got you covered.
New color stay long wear makeup. Be free.
Be mighty.
Be new.
Be better.
Be deep.
Be not.
Be ready to be color stay.
For all skin.
For every life.
We got you covered.
New color stay long wear makeup.
Is at your doorstep. Right now, fall decor is 50% off at Hobby Lobby. You can save big on exclusive doormats, pillows, wreaths, and other seasonal stuff. Shop in store or online today.
I forgot you gotta tap it, Matthew.
disrupts my skin with itch. It disrupts my skin with rash. But now I can disrupt. I wanted to tell you that I like you. What? Did you say? Is it awkward now? No. Is it awkward? No, I just don't understand. Did you say that you like me? Or did you say that you liked me? Still and silent.
Hey, Mom. Hey, beautiful. Hey, you. I love you too. Ooh. Okay. Oh, the ramen tea. Hi. 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 Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay. 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 3, 4,
Adventure elevated.
5.
The Subaru Outback Wilderness.
Do you want suck in the mouth? You want your phone? No.
Today, we're breaking 100 of the crazy.
television audience of more than 750 million people, the couple seemed to be perfect for each other. But behind the scenes, the marriage had extreme problems, and it became apparent that Charles was having an affair with Camilla, the Duchess of Cornwall. A heartbroken Diana bravely decided to expose the affair in an infamous 1992 interview, saying, "There were 3 of us in this marriage, so it was a bit crowded." Subsequently, Charles publicly admitted to being unfaithful in his own interview, and the couple eventually divorced in 1996. With his admission of guilt, there was already public outrage growing against him, but it all came to a head when the princess was killed in a Paris car crash in 1997. From that point on, there were vitriolic outpourings in the press against both him and Camilla, and his popularity sank to an all-time low. So the British public, who is still very protective of Diana, still haven't been able to forgive Charles for how he treated her during their ill-fated marriage. Number 4, Richard Rogers. The award-winning British architect had made it known that when it comes to his career and livelihood, his biggest enemy is King Charles, who has used his power and influence on several occasions to step in at the last minute and object to Richard's designs. In one instance, Charles personally wrote a letter to his Prime Minister of Qatar, another royal, to say that Richard's design was too modern to be built on a site that was so close to Christopher Wren's 17th century Chelsea hospital. So the architect was kicked off the job, and the British architectural establishment was up in arms. Richard said, "I don't believe that the Prince of Wales understands architecture. He thinks it is fixed at one point in the past. He occupies a privileged position, and he should not use that to damage the livelihoods of the people that he disagrees with." While it's common knowledge that Charles has a huge disdain for modern architecture, which is probably classist in some way or another, it seems as though he is not above ruining someone's career over his taste in buildings. Number 3, Boris Johnson. The former Prime Minister and the new reigning monarch always had a rocky relationship, but they got into a major spat when Boris started pushing the controversial Rwanda asylum plan. The policy would have allowed the government to remove asylum seekers who crossed the channel to the UK and send them to Rwanda to claim asylum there instead. In short, Boris thought it was a great plan, and Charles said that the idea sounded appalling. The former British PM hit back at his comments, saying that most people could see that criminal gangs need to be stopped, and that it's the job of the government to stop people breaking the law. But their relationship really began to sour, and Charles eventually invited Boris to his estate for a meeting, which was a
Vitamin D is essential to our health. Most people don't reach their daily requirement. Nature-made vitamin D3 supplements help support your daily needs with quality that's trusted by pharmacists and verified by USP. Find Nature-made vitamin D and more at Walgreens.
I'm a businesswoman, not a baby woman.
Taxi!
A boardroom full of executives waiting to hear a pitch. Take a left up here. Hey, you're gonna miss it!
Gabe, there's a woman I want you to watch, and I think she may need you.
Complete disaster from start to finish, as Boris reportedly didn't show him any respect, and there was clearly a lot of tension between them. Number 2, Nigel Farage. The broadcaster and former politician was quick to criticize King Charles's opinion on the controversial Rwanda policy. Farage took to Twitter and slammed his comments, saying, "Unless Prince Charles wants to destroy the monarchy, he had better shut up fast." Not only did he disagree with his point of view, but the fact that he expressed it at all, considering that yes, he is a royal and should not be making his political opinions public. But Farage really came under fire after posting a clip that seemed to mock Queen Elizabeth's death. He shared a 5-second clip to his Twitter, which has now been viewed more than 6 million times, with the caption, "The Queen is dead, long live the King." In the video, Nigel looked and sounded incredibly sarcastic and said, "The Queen is dead, long live the King, sad day that we now have a king." He also shared the post on Twitter. No one was really sure what he meant by it, but a lot of people thought it was inappropriate, considering how little emotion he showed while making the announcement. And coming in at number 1, Princess Catherine. The royals are known for their discretion and their decorum, so you might not know that the new King of England did not get along with his daughter at all. Although Kate and William have been an item for over a decade, Charles reportedly didn't embrace her when she was first introduced to the family and did not approve of their relationship. Part of the reason was because they were immensely popular, and Kate and William would send the media into a tailspin every time they left the palace. The romance began just a few years after Charles married Camilla, and unfortunately, the older couple didn't seem too happy about sharing the spotlight with the younger couple. In 2011, the in LA on their first official trip as a royal couple. They reportedly hoped to impress King Charles, but all he seemed to care about was the fact that they posed in too many tasteless photos. So Kate's relationship with her father-in-law was disappointing. Thank you guys, that's it for today, and I'll catch you in the next video.
We're going to see which of you can find the serial killer in a lineup of mugshots.
Easy! I'm super down for this. I am. Is this what you do? Is this like... I do watch, Law and Order SVU. I'm dead!
You were looking for the serial killer nicknamed Dr. Death.
Dr. Death. Shut up, Dr. Death. I feel like C doesn't look like a doctor. B looks like he's more like, yeah, I did it. I think C. I think B. I think B is the obvious choice because he looks a little evil, but C has that smug look on his face.
He looks like the frown emoji.
Yeah, he does.
When I think of doctor, I go straight to B, but it's not B for me.
You don't think it's B? Dude, that's straight up where I went.
Really?
B. My final
I'm gonna
answer.
say C.
I'm going B.
I think A. He has like a pompous air to him, too.
B. I'm going with B. The answer is A. He seems the most different compared to the rest of them.
In March 2012, a school librarian goes to a Dallas hospital for a routine back surgery.
Routine back surgery?
These close-ups always freak me out.
3 months later, another patient comes to another hospital for a neck surgery, where she suffers a stroke and later dies. The day after this operation, a third woman goes under the knife hoping to fix her back issues.
Ow.
Then wakes up screaming in pain. What all three have in common is surgeon Christopher Dunch.
They thought they had a young, hot neurosurgeon.
That's hot? Dude. Hot?
I don't think they mean hot physically, like hot off the college.
Instead of helping patients, he hurts them badly.
How many times did it have to happen?
Yeah, like...
Why would you do this?
Anyone close to me thinks that I am likely something between God, Einstein... Oh, he's a narcissist.
Wow.
I mean, you have to be a narcissist to be a serial killer.
Doctors are meant to be saving lives. You have your lives in their hands.
When they cross that line into cocky, I mean, there's some real trouble that can happen, right?
This is John Wayne Gacy. He is nicknamed the Killer Clown.
Easy, B. I already know. I've seen the documentary. Oh, B.
It is B. I'll go with B then. C, that was pretty creepy.
He's the one from American Horror Story Season 4.
I'm gonna say A.
I was gonna say A too.
Isn't he? He's the clown dude.
The other two on the sides may be convicted of something.
Ladies, 6 minutes, please. This is my life. It's not always picture perfect. Plus, I'm dealing with bleeding from uterine fibroids. Enter MyFembry, a once-daily pill for women with heavy menstrual bleeding due to uterine fibroids. With MyFembry, heavy bleeding went down by 84%. Serious risks include heart attack, stroke, and blood clots. Don't take MyFembry if you've had any of these or have uncontrolled high blood pressure, are over 35 and smoke, could be pregnant, or have or had osteoporosis, liver disease, undiagnosed vaginal bleeding, certain cancers, or an allergic reaction to it. Don't use longer than 2 years as bone loss may occur. Pregnancy loss can occur and changes in periods may make it hard to know if you're pregnant. If you think you are, stop taking it right away. Other risks are depression, suicidal thoughts or actions, abnormal liver tests, high blood pressure, and passing of the fibroid. Less bleeding, same life? I'll take it. Ask your doctor about MyFembry. My
middle picture is very iconic. In American Horror Story, the guy who they had played the clown was like a larger person. So
You thought it was him?
I thought it was A.
John Wayne Gacy was born in March.
If you use that photo, I would have picked him.
Yeah,
that looks like a serial killer.
Gacy was convicted of sexually assaulting 2 teenage boys and given a 10-year sentence. Despite the lengthier sentence, Gacy was released from prison on parole just after 18 months. On January 3rd, 1972, Gacy picked up 15-year-old Timothy McCoy at a bus station in Chicago. Gacy stabbed the teen to death in his home and buried his remains in a crawl space. After his release, he was arrested after a teenager accused Gacy of trying to sexually assault him, but the charges were dismissed. Gacy
How? He was buddy, bro. They just didn't expect him to be that person.
Gacy would often dress up as Pogo the Clown.
Oh, that's the one. Okay.
Parades or children's
He's the clown.
parties.
Police searched Gacy's house near Chicago and uncovered evidence of numerous murders.
Oh.
The discovery shocked the nation. And
Oh my god. Are those all different
more bodies
humans?
discovered at Gacy's home and in his crawl space.
Jesus.
Arrested
Oh,
Gacy, he admitted to many
Lord.
crimes, but insisted that they were committed by an alternate personality.
It's pleading insanity. That's, oh my gosh.
What's your thought on so many of his previous charges getting dismissed?
Not surprised. He's a white guy who is respected in the community business guy.
That's because he's white and a man, and that's the only reason.
And I feel like it's hard too, especially when you're targeting younger kids,
people,
because they're less likely to be believed. The crazy part is with the serial killers is they're usually very charming. Like, it's the people that you least expect. The telling part is they're always narcissistic on the way they talk about themselves, and that's what he was.
Albert DeSalvo.
Oh, I've heard of this name. See, he's giving me a little vibe for some reason.
These are really great mugshots, I gotta tell you. I mean, them, but like, also,
Like,
wow.
good, they know their angles.
Yeah.
I'm thinking A.
I'm thinking C. I'm thinking A.
I'm going
Giving
C.
Boston. I'm gonna go with A. He looks most like Albert DeSalvo.
C.
I bet you it's
What?
my boyfriend's from Boston, so I've gone like multiple times, and he's just giving Boston vibes. He looks Italian.
Yeah, I was thinking DeSalvo.
You know, I'm a person of color. I know my people of color.
Between June 1962 and January 1964,
Oh, this is old.
11 women ranging in age from 19 to 85 were found brutally murdered in their homes.
Jesus.
In their home.
Yeah, he would break in their home.
33-year-old Albert DeSalvo, already in prison for robbery and sexual assault, confessed to the murders. There was no physical evidence linking DeSalvo to the killings besides that confession.
Wow.
He recanted it just before being stabbed to death by another inmate in 1973. But one piece of physical evidence remains. In 1964, police found semen on a blanket where Mary Sullivan's body lay.
It's always the semen.
Was dreamt of in the 1960s. But even then,
That's so gross.
No, not it.
at the crime scene.
That foresight led investigators to preserve the blanket.
I mean, he admitted it. Like,
True.